Go ahead.
Well, I'm watching that way closer.
¿Dónde vi? ¿Dónde?
A white shirt with a Maryland color.
White shirt with Maryland color scarf.
A white shirt with Maryland color scarf. Yeah.
See the lady in the pink white sweater right
Coming
behind
in
her?
or sitting?
Yeah. There's mom. Yeah. Yeah, she just went in.
Faculty members and the platform party enter. Please remain standing for our national anthem.
Oh, who sing, can you see by the dawn's early light. What so proudly held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars furled the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regulate the bombs bursting in air, gaily through the night. Not our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of our flag and the home of the brave.
We ask that veterans and active members of the military or uniformed services please remain standing. All others, please be seated.
To all of you who have served or are currently serving in the armed forces and uniformed services, thank you for your bravery, hard work, and dedication. We are forever grateful for your service. Thank you to William Sutton for sharing his beautiful voice and honoring our country. Mr. Sutton, soon to be Dr. Sutton, graduates today from our Doctorate of Nursing Practice program. Before we begin, I respectfully ask that you silence your cell phones and any other electronic devices, and please remain in your seats during the ceremony. Distinguished guests, faculty, and staff, I ask that you join me in extending our congratulations for a job well done to all graduating students. Graduates, please stand so that we can honor your achievements with a round of applause. I'd like you to please remain standing. While you most assuredly deserve the awards we bestow upon you today, you must also acknowledge that you did not reach this moment alone. Throughout this journey, you relied on the support, encouragement, and sacrifices of your family, your friends, and classmates who gave you the confidence to persevere, especially when you were sleep-deprived, juggling many responsibilities, and didn't think you'd make it. So graduates, please turn and thank those who supported you in your journey to be here today. On behalf of the School of Nursing community, I want to also welcome and thank family, friends, and alumni for joining us for this momentous occasion. You may now be seated. To those of you who are receiving your first degree in nursing, we offer our sincere congratulations. You begin your careers at a time when nursing presents unparalleled possibilities. No other profession offers such a diverse range of career paths and opportunities for professional advancement. To the registered nurses who return to complete your baccalaureate degree, thank you for your commitment to continue your educational journey. And to the master's and doctoral graduates, you expanded your knowledge and skills, and you have a wider professional toolkit now. And I know you will continue to truly make a difference in the work that you do. Very few professions afford you the privilege of having as significant an impact on the lives of individuals, families, and communities. So on behalf of the school, I hope you will be as happy and fulfilled in your nursing careers as I have been. At Convocation last year, we launched a new tradition for the School of Nursing with the awarding of the Dean's Medal for Distinguished Service. This award was created as a way to recognize individuals who have demonstrated an exceptional commitment to advancing the School of Nursing and its mission. It honors an individual who is external to the School of Nursing and who has not only advanced the mission of the school, but has also supported the work of the Dean. This year, it is with great pleasure that I announce the awarding of the 2018 Dean's Medal for Distinguished Service to Dr. Lisa Rowan. Dr. Rowan, you can get around the Dr. Rowan serves as the Chief Nurse Executive of the University of Maryland Medical System and is also the Senior Vice President for Patient Care Services and Chief Nursing Officer for the University of Maryland Medical Center. But despite how significant these roles are, they are just one aspect of why we are recognizing her today. What has so deeply impacted the School of Nursing and supported my efforts as Dean is the way in which she has done her work and all that she has been able to accomplish because of this. Since my arrival at the School of Nursing, Dr. Rowan has been an invaluable colleague. As we have worked together to grow and leverage the academic practice partnership between the medical center and the school, I have relied on her strategic insights, her commitment to excellence, and her enormous personal energy. Nursing, now more than a decade old, continues to foster lifelong learning and the professional development of nurses, and to create new opportunities for research, practice, and education for both of our institutions. This is essential at a time when healthcare is growing increasingly complex and demanding. Both nursing students, our next generation of nurses, and those already practicing, with all their acquired wisdom and clinical expertise, need the opportunities that will ensure that they continue to be superbly well prepared and able to meet the challenges of such a rapidly evolving healthcare system. Dr. Rowan has brought an authentic collegiality to all of our joint efforts. She has never flinched when examining all aspects of an issue or problem, no matter how difficult that sometimes is. And she's always open to new strategies and approaches to achieve the results that we seek. She balances rigor and drive with cheerleading and support. It is the aspects of her character and personality that have contributed to such a truly productive partnership. And it is my hope that her style of leadership, her dedication to nursing, and her deep caring for those she comes into contact with will serve as an example and inspiration to you and others, and encourage you to contribute to nursing in your own unique ways. As we prepare to recognize Dr. Rowan, I want to also warmly welcome and acknowledge our distinguished Dean Emeritus, Dr. Janet Allen. I asked Dr. Allen to join me today in presenting this award because she was so central to the creation of Nursing and worked diligently during her decade-long tenure to foster a strong partnership with the medical center. I also know that she shares my deep appreciation for Dr. Rowan's leadership and many contributions to the School of Nursing. I have the privilege of standing on the shoulders of both Dean Allen and Dr. Rowan, and I have benefited from the work that preceded me. Truly, thank you, Dr. Rowan, for joining us today and for your unwavering support of the University of Maryland School of Nursing. And I ask you to come forward along with Dr. Gerald. On behalf of the University of Maryland School of Nursing and the Daisy Foundation, it is my pleasure to announce this year's winners of the Daisy in Training Award. We are grateful to Cynthia Sweeney, an alumnus, for her philanthropic support for this award. Nominations for this award come from faculty, staff, students, or preceptors in recognition of 2 graduating baccalaureate students who demonstrate empathetic care and service to the profession. The award is given in memory of Patrick Barnes for the exceptional care that his nurses provided during his 8-week illness. A description of this international award is provided in the convocation program, including the origins of the statue that each recipient is receiving. I ask that this year's recipients, Rachel Sharon and Elizabeth Kapowski, join me on the stage. Rachel Sharon, a student on the Baltimore campus, was nominated by a fellow student who admired her dedication as an academic scholar, as well as her strong capacity for listening, which allows her to create specific care decisions that meet patient and families' unique needs. Elizabeth Kapowski is a graduate from the universities at Shady Grove, and she was nominated by a fellow student for her advocacy of patient needs. Her peers noted, if Liz feels the patient or family isn't being heard, she makes sure that someone is aware of their needs and always follows up with the patient. She has served as a mentor to other students, so please join me in congratulating her.
Related to us? Is she related?
Many of our graduates have received recognition on the basis of scholarship, participation, and leadership in academic and extracurricular service to the school. This prestigious honors include Latin honors for undergraduate students who have achieved a GPA of 3.5 or higher, inductees into Sigma Theta Tau International, the Honor Society of Nursing, Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, and the Conway Scholars. Descriptions of these awards and list of awardees are detailed in the graduation program. Will the graduates who receive one or more of these honors please rise and be recognized? To each of you, congratulations. You may be seated. Now I would like to introduce Hunter Lawrence Correct, President of the Nursing Student Government Association and member of the Bachelor's of Science in Nursing class of 2018, to present the class gift.
Thank you, Dean Kirschling. On behalf of the class of 2018, I would like to present this gift of $846 for the class of 2018 Scholarship Fund. It is our honor to provide educational opportunities to future students at the School of Nursing.
So on behalf of the School of Nursing, I thank the BSN graduates for this generous gift that will provide scholarship support for a deserving nursing student next year. As a reminder to graduates, there is still time to contribute to this gift. Each year, I match this gift up to $1,000. Last May, the faculty joined together, and by 5 p.m., they had raised an additional $2,231. So, the challenge is on for the nursing faculty and others with an expectation that will exceed the faculty gift this year. For faculty, graduation is always an exciting time because student success is our success. To acknowledge the work of our faculty, the Faculty Council and Student Affairs Committee created the Excellence in Teaching Awards. Students nominate faculty members for innovative learning approaches, promoting diversity, and encouraging a culture of inclusion. A student committee convenes to determine the recipients. It gives me great pleasure to announce the winners for this year. Dr. Pamela Schumach is receiving the Excellence in Undergraduate Teaching Award, and Dr. Regina Phillips is receiving the Excellence in Graduate Teaching Award. Will both please join me on the stage to receive your awards. Now, I would ask that all faculty members please stand so that you can be acknowledged for your contributions as superb mentors, educators, and researchers. They are the reason we have so many graduates here today. Please stand. You may be seated. The School of Nursing community includes many professional staff, and I would ask the staff to please stand and wave so that we can thank you for your contributions to the school's success and for making graduation a memorable event for graduates and guests. Please stand. Please be seated. At this time, I'd like to recognize other individuals who have joined us to celebrate this occasion. Thank you to Dr. Karen Kaufman for carrying the mace today. Dr. Kaufman retired as the chair of the Department of Family and Community Health in December after 15 years of service. During her tenure as chair, she built a team of stellar faculty and staff and increased our national rankings of the department's programs. As a champion for population and community health, Dr. Kaufman worked as both a chapter and national leader for the Alzheimer's Association. In recognition of her service to the school and community, she was asked to carry the mace at convocation, and she was also elected as an honorary marshal in the afternoon commencement ceremony. It is always a tremendous pleasure to welcome Dr. Janet Allen, Dean Emeritus of the School of Nursing. Dr. Allen joined us to help present the Dean's Award, and last year she participated in the 10th anniversary celebration of the school's Doctor of Nursing Practice program. This program is a testament to Dr. Allen's vision and perseverance. She launched the DNP program in response to national recommendations to move advanced practice registered nursing from the master's degree to the doctoral level. At the time she did so, the School of Nursing was one of the only 20 programs in the nation, and it was the first in Maryland. Today, there are over 260 DNP programs nationwide, and we are graduating our largest class ever. I want to personally thank her for all that she has done and continues to do on behalf of the School of Nursing, for her commitment to nursing excellence, and for being with us today. I want to recognize other distinguished individuals celebrating with us today, including members of our Board of Visitors. Retired Rear Admiral Elizabeth Niemeyer, who earned her baccalaureate degree from the school in 1978, was recognized as a visionary pioneer during the school's 125th anniversary. She's currently serving as chair of the Board of Visitors, and she'll be pinning her future daughter-in-law this morning. Marjorie Stampler Bergman, who is here today, and she is celebrating her husband's grandson's graduation. Karen Doyle, who earned her baccalaureate degree in 1985 and her master's degree in 1991 from the school, is here celebrating her niece's graduation. John Bing, past president of the Board of Visitors, will pass out alumni gifts to our nurse anesthesia students. And finally, Lisa Rowan. She earned her master's degree in 1986 from the school and was also recognized as a visionary pioneer. And finally, I'd like to recognize Elizabeth Ness, who earned her master's degree from the school in 1993 and is a past president of the Alumni Association. Now it is my privilege to introduce this year's graduation speaker, Katie Boston Leary, who is the Chief Nursing Officer at the University of Maryland, Prince George's Hospital Center. As the Chief Nursing Officer, she is responsible for the clinical, operational, and financial leadership of both the 300-bed acute care teaching hospital and referral center. She previously served as the Chief Nursing Officer and Senior Vice President of Patient Care Services at Union Hospital in Elkton, Maryland, which is a full-service community hospital. Ms. Boston Leary is also president of the Maryland Organization of Nurse Leaders, a nonprofit organization of nurse leaders whose mission is to influence the delivery of health care through practice, collaborative efforts. Our program booklet details Ms. Boston Leary's many accomplishments, so please help me in welcoming her to the podium.
Good morning. What a day. Congratulations, graduates, 2018. Absolutely. So, and I also want to say thank you to me personally. I'm going to admit, I try to contain myself when I'm next to her, but I've been fangirling her for a very long time. And for me to be sitting next to her, and I work with her on the Maryland Action Committee, and then to my right is Dr. Rowan, who also was someone that I followed, and I find her to be a phenomenal human being and such a pioneer. So I'm sandwiched between two legends here, and I'm just honored to be here. So thank you for the opportunity to speak. Yes, absolutely. And I have faculty staring at me from behind, which is also pretty nerve-wracking because these are very, very important people, particularly today, where it's so difficult to manage the issues that we're having with nursing shortages. So I want to also commend the nursing faculty because without them, we are nothing. So thank you for your service. We appreciate our service. So, and I also want to recognize my family. I have my little cheering squad that's here somewhere that wanted to be here to support me, so thank you. And two of them are Terps. My son is here, who was an undergrad, yes, and he is currently in dental school, but he's a Terp, and my husband also, who's a retired colonel from the Army, who also is a Terp, and they're here to support me, so I want to recognize them. So it's a little nerve-wracking to do this, and when Dean Kersling reached out to me, I was wondering, why me? Of all the people, why me? And after a while, and realizing and talking to a few people, they said, just absorb it, recognize the moment and cherish it and embrace it, and I am. And my two reasons for being a little nervous about this, one is that this is the largest crowd that I've addressed ever in my career. And second, this is the longest presentation I'm going to give without a PowerPoint presentation. So let's get started. So if you were graduating in 1887, I'm going to give you a picture of what your job description would have looked like today. So it's going to read as follows. In addition to caring for your 50 patients, each bedside nurse will follow these regulations. And try not to laugh, because people actually had to do this. Daily sweep and mop the floors of your ward. Dust the patient's furniture and windowsills. Maintain an even temperature in your ward by bringing in a scuttle of coal for the day's business. Light is important to observe the patient's condition. Therefore, each day, fill kerosene lamps, clean chimneys, and trim wicks. Graduate nurses in good standing with the director will be given an evening off each week for courting purposes, or 2 evenings a week if you regularly attend church services. Any nurse who smokes, uses liquor in any form, gets her hair done at a beauty parlor, or frequents dance halls, will give the director good reason to suspect her worth, intentions, and integrity. The nurse who performs her labors and serves her patients and doctors faithfully without fault for a period of 5 years will be given an increase of 5 cents a day. So pause for a moment. We've come a long way, haven't we? Yes. Absolutely. As the commercial used to say, we've come a long way, baby, right? So this is around the time of the Crimean War when nurses were viewed as subservient and not as honorable as they are today. Those were the times also of Florence Nightingale. When she wasn't content with the healing conditions, she redesigned the milieu for better healing for wounded soldiers. I actually read an article from a costume designer who referred to Florence as a radical and rebel designer for hospitals, which stands true today. And that's such a cool reference to be referred to as such. I'm sure she's tickled by that up above. So let's chat about today's nurse. We're definitely in better shape today. Patient ratios are significantly down compared to an average of 50 patients a day. And we're down to somewhere around 6 patients for non-acute patients and 1 to 2 for the acute patients load, which is not bad. And we do not need our director's approval for courting. And I'm not gonna go there with the cigarettes and alcohol, so we're gonna keep moving, right? So we have a much more improved profile today, and a much better image of nursing compared to a few centuries ago. And there's certainly more of us. We're more educated than ever before. There are more structures for empowerment with shared governance models. We've been the most trusted and honored professions for how many years now? And the only year that we had an exception was what? 9/11. Understandably. So that's something to stand on. However, today, there are things that concern us. There's compassion fatigue, burnout, depression, which is the unspoken epidemic in nurses, workplace violence, professional dissatisfaction, and turnover. Nurses are emptying out more, emotionally and physically, than being poured into. Within this value-based purchasing and quality-based reimbursement world, more has to be done with less. Tough, very tough environment to practice within. The hierarchical layers are still present in some healthcare settings. In spite of all the efforts to raise nurses' voices, theirs are the more silent. In spite of, and why is that? Experienced nurses are also exiting the acute care setting faster than they're entering it. I read an article recently titled "The Death of the Bedside Nurse." And folks, the Me Too movement is very real in the healthcare setting. Just because a patient is sick doesn't give them the right to harass you. I'd like to say that again. Just because a patient is sick and in your care does not give them the right to harass you. You also have to be mindful of the people that you're working with and what may come from that group as well. I recall very early in my career as a nurse, I had a physician who was a neurosurgeon that I was trying very hard to impress. And after my 3rd meeting with him, and trying to get him to at least remember my name, his words were turn around and maybe I'll remember you more. Unacceptable. But then there's tomorrow's nurse. What will our patients require of us, given the challenges and miscues of the current system? The answer is more. More connected, more communication, more customer service, more safety, less medical errors. Healthcare consumers want the same efficiencies they experience in other industries. The pressure is going to increase as operating margins get tighter, budgets get smaller, and the demands get higher and higher. So what type of nurse will the future health system require? Florence Nightingale is said to have posted advertising for future nurses that read, "The sentimental need not apply." This is where I take a stab at redefining the word registered. We're all considered to be registered nurses. We have a lot of nurses here, and again, welcome to the newly graduated nurses that are entering the profession. This is a profession that you will never regret entering into, and we welcome you into it. So please give a hand to our new registered nurses that are entering the field. I'd also like to recognize the CSLs, the MSNs, the DNPs, and the PhDs. Right? You took it on your own. So these are tomorrow's nurses. These are the nurses of the future. These are the folks that are going to reshape nursing as it was compared to what it was in the yesteryears and what it is today. I offer to you that registered nurses is a term that I choose to not necessarily hang on to, and I'll tell you why. I was satisfied with it back in 1993 when I graduated from nursing school. And I'll tell you a funny story. I never pay attention to the tag on my clothes unless I'm looking for the size when I'm trying to buy it. But there's another tag that says RN and a number. And that was the first time I saw that. And the dress that I wore to my graduation, I really thought that somehow RN ended up on my outfit and I was the only one that had RN on the tag on my dress. And I really felt at that time that it was meant to be. How is it that I had RN on my clothes that I was going to wear? But clearly that is the case for any outfit that you have on, which is a registration number. So that's what I know. So, but I would like to offer to you that the R in RN, which means registered, needs to be replaced with a different R. Our nurses today are resilient. They're rebel designers. They are radiant. They are radical. They are reputable. They are repellent. They are reverent. They are refined. They are restless for change. They are reflective. They are resourceful. And they are revered. And last but not least, again, they are going to redefine nursing tomorrow. Yes. So are you that nurse that will redefine nursing? Are you that nurse that fits all those descriptors and will shake up this healthcare system that is considered to be a sick care system? Are you that nurse that will demand a seat at the table and be heard and cherish that moment and that opportunity? Do we have future pioneers in this room? Do we have nurses that will reshape history, like Clara Barton, like Linda Richards, like Jean Watson, like Maria Abdella, like Betty Newman, like Mary Mahoney, whose shoulders I stand on, who was the first Black nurse graduate, who also reshaped nursing for the African American community. So yes, absolutely. So in closing, I'd like to boil down everything I've said to these few things that I hope you'll carry with you as you leave today. Your role Wherever you end up working should align with your soul. Love your profession and let the nursing profession love you back. Nursing puts you in a position to be with people at the most vulnerable and critical times and memorable times in their lives. Let that soak in. Do not reduce the profession to a collection of tasks. Every interaction and every intervention is you building your legacy. Stand out versus fitting in. Don't be invisible. My pastor says, God threw the mold away when he made you. You are not a carbon copy of anyone. Stay fed. Continue learning every day. Don't stop here. This environment requires a powerful advocate for patients, and knowledge is power. The knowledge that you've attained from this prestigious University of Maryland School of Nursing, take that with you, and that's a privilege you should always hold dear. And lastly, once this day is over, consider what's next for you. What positive disruption can you create? And I look forward to hearing about what you're going to do in shaking up the world of healthcare. And the other thing I'd like to share is never, ever, ever, ever say you are just a nurse. So let's go ahead and move forward and make some history. And while we're making history, let's be like Cardi B. We're not dancing anymore because we are doing what? Making money moves. Thank you, everybody.
So thank you, Ms. Austin Leary, for your inspiring words, for your ability to tweet, what that was? And for joining us today. So you exemplify the very best in nursing leadership. It is now my pleasure to introduce Heather Dunning, a graduate of the Doctor of Nursing Practice program, who will deliver remarks on behalf of the graduating class.
I'm so proud to be representing the family nurse practitioners, oh wow. But good morning, family, friends, graduates, faculty, and honored guests, and welcome to the Nursing Convocation Ceremony. I am both excited and humbled to be speaking with all of you today on one of the most important days of your lives. To our family and loved ones, thank you for all of your support, love, and sacrifices over the past few years that have really made this day possible for us. We could not have done it without you. Just give us a round of applause. Not one of us is the same person that we were when we arrived here. These years have transformed us, but the same can also be said about the world at large. Our nation has changed in many ways since when we first came here. This group of graduates, perhaps more so than in years before, may be called to heal far deeper wounds than what we see in day-to-day practice. This is a challenge that I know the graduates of the university are prepared to face. Because today, the University of Maryland, Baltimore graduates more than just healthcare professionals. They graduate leaders. And Napoleon once said, a leader is a dealer in hope. Now, more than ever, our patients need the hope and compassion that only we can provide. Many of us will enter different fields of nursing, different healthcare settings, and see patients at different points in their walks of life. But no matter where we are, we can all deal in hope. But what is hope? It's imparting upon someone the belief in a better change in circumstance. Our professors have dealt in hope. They took many of us wide-eyed and untested and helped us achieve our dreams. They inspired us to be more and do more than we ever thought we could. Now, we must deal in hope for our patients. We must help them to believe in their own abilities to cope with and manage their ailments. We must show them that we are with them and support them with all the love and compassion that our profession is known for. Then perhaps some of our patients, after meeting us, might spread our hope to those in their own lives and communities. Bit by bit, our patients may give our nation the chance to deal in hope as well. I congratulate all of you for reaching this momentous milestone in your lives. As graduates of Maryland, I know each and every one of you are prepared to lead and inspire our patients. I implore you to use all that the university has taught you to go out and heal our patients and our nation. Congratulations, class of 2018, we did it!
Thank you, Ms. Dunning. Thank you for your inspiring words. Good morning, I'm Veronica Gutschel. As Chair of Faculty Council, it's my duty to begin the presentation of graduates. Hooding symbolizes the completion of all requirements for the doctoral degree. Dean Kirschling, it's my pleasure to introduce the graduates of the PhD program. Dr. Meg Johansson, Associate Dean of the PhD program, will distribute alumni gifts to the graduates. Advisors of the PhD graduates, please come forward to hood the candidates as your advisees' names are called. Ms. Janet Wolf will announce the graduates. Rachel Blankstein-Bremen. Lauren Bentley Covington. Amy Louise Daniels. Anna Cecilia Duarte. Antoinette Moen. Tracy Marie Lehman Svenich. Dean Kirschling, it's my pleasure to introduce the graduates of the Doctor of Nursing Practice program. Will the Doctor of Nursing Practice graduates please rise and proceed to the top of the stairs on the right of the stage. Dr. Susan Binden, Director of the Postmaster's DMP program, will distribute the alumni gift to graduates, and Mr. John Bing will distribute the alumni gift to the nurse and anesthesia graduates. DNP project advisors will hood candidates. Dr. Shannon Isaac, Associate Dean of the DM program, will announce graduates.
Thank you, Dr. The candidates are Susan G. Sheriff,
signifies that the recipient has completed the requisite preparation leading to entry into the nursing profession. Though graduates of the clinical nurse leader option receive a Master of Science degree, they are new to the profession. Today, we pin them in the traditional manner that signifies the completion of their first degree in nursing. The University of Maryland pin, designed by Tiffany and Company, originated with the class of 1894 and bears the official insignia of the School of Nursing. It serves as a historic link to the proud and distinguished heritage of the school. All pins are presented on a red stole. Dean Kirschling will greet students and pinners. The specialty director, Dr. Sherry Lessons, will distribute the alumni gift. Clinical nurse leader graduates and their pinners, please come to the stage.
Julia Marie Baca, pinned by her father. Lindsay Teresa McCann, pinned by her mother. Aaron Mitchell Callahan, pinned by his mother. Catherine Baldwin Tuttle, pinned by her father. Dana Catherine Barb, pinned by her mother. Nwebube, pinned by her father. Nina Gonzalez, pinned by her mother. Catherine Elizabeth Holcomb, pinned by her fiance. Sarah Marie Becker, pinned by her fiance. Stephanie Ann Cousins, pinned by her mother. Ivana Buczynski, pinned by her mother. Yolanda Bowman, pinned by her daughter. Heather Marie Greer Bishop, pinned by her daughter. Madeline Ross, pinned by her grandmother. Cody Lee Mezabish, pinned by her fiance. Emily Christina Ledford Jones, pinned by her husband. Pinners, you may pin your graduates. Thank you. Graduate. I'm sorry. Pinners, you may pin your graduate. Thank you.
Pinners, please pin your graduates.
Graduates of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing are pinned as new entrants into the profession of nursing. Those BSN graduates who are already registered nurses will also receive a University of Maryland School of Nursing pin today. Remember to always wear your pin with pride, knowing that you have earned your place in the distinguished heritage of the School of Nursing. Dean Kirshning will greet students and pinners. Dr. Nina Trocchi, Associate Dean of the Baccalaureate Program, will distribute the alumni gifts. Dr. Jenna Goodwin, Director of the BSN Program, will read the graduates' names. BSN graduates and their pinners, please come to the stage.
Catherine Sarah Fry is being pinned by her mother. Maria Vick is being pinned by her spouse. Pinners, please pin your graduates. Francelle Lauren Heron is being pinned by her father. Alexis Lee Rubel is being pinned by her mother. Pinners, please pin your graduate. Nayun Kim is being pinned by a friend. Salam Mullah Tassema is being pinned by Christopher Paul Caro is being pinned by his mother. Pinners, please pin your graduates. Miss Judy Makina Kamotho is being pinned by her husband. Miss Fatmata Adwale Kamara is being pinned by her father. Miss Victoria Jane Sprague being pinned by her husband. Mr. Eric Henriquez is being pinned by his mother. Pinners, please pin your graduates. Miss Naya Ross is being pinned by her mother. Miss Takara Gerald is being pinned by her best friend. Miss Nina Helene Monk is being pinned by Dr. Trocchi. Sorry. Pinners, please pin your graduates. Miss Haley Ann Zoki being pinned by her father. Miss Danielle Nicole Zoki being pinned by her father. Miss Elizabeth Louisa Lane being pinned by her father. Melissa Davis Gilbert being pinned by her mother. Miss Elizabeth Anna Maria McCollum being pinned by her mother. Miss Sumi Bola Victoria Makinde being pinned by her mother. Miss Jasmine Michelle Toole being pinned by her mother. Miss Catherine Brown being pinned by her mother. Miss Christiana Eroga being pinned by her husband. Miss Christiana Abudu Sofawa being pinned by her sister. Sorry, Christiana. Maria Njaku Chang Tip Nang being pinned by her sister. Camilla Mendez being pinned by her husband. Miss Ashley Marie Walk being pinned by her mother. Miss Rachel Cherian being pinned by her father. Miss Alexandra Lauren Galindo being pinned by her sister. Miss Jennifer Marie No being pinned by her mother. Pinners, please pin your graduates. Miss Brittany Alexis Now being pinned by her mother. Miss Allison Lynn Piwowarski is being pinned by her mother. Miss Nicole Hauser being pinned by her boyfriend. Pinners, please pin your graduates. Miss Adriana Grace Smith being pinned by her mother. Miss Catherine Erica Rhodes is being pinned by her mother. Miss Eddie Ekraz being pinned by her mother. Miss Christy Ann Mempin is being pinned by her grandmother. Pinners, please pin your graduates. Miss Julia Ashley McAuliffe is being pinned by her mother. Miss Sarah Elizabeth Romisi is being pinned by her brother. Mr. Robert Michael Tipton is being pinned by his mother. Pinners, please pin your graduates. penned by her mother. Miss Courtney Rebecca Cole is being penned by her mother. Miss Amanda Lynn Connolly is being penned by her mother. Mr. Benjamin Hamilton Hagan being penned by his mother, alumnus, and Dr. Fran Vam. James Mather Frater being penned by his mother. Pinners, please pin your graduates. Miss Patricia Ray Turkin being pinned by her mother. Mr. Hunter Lawrence Garrett being pinned by his mother. Mr. Brian Patrick Poor being pinned by his mother. Miss Kimberly Marie Graniger being pinned by her mother. Pinners, please pin your graduates.
Alla bak, nasıl olur?
Congratulations, graduates. Once all BSA graduates have returned to their seats. On the back of the program.
Okay, with full knowledge of the responsibilities I am undertaking, I promise to care for my patients with all the knowledge, skills, and understanding I possess, sparing no effort to conserve meaningful life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will always keep my professional knowledge and skills at the highest level, collaborate as a member of the healthcare team, and strive to improve the health and well-being of all those I serve. Well done, graduates. You may be seated. Thank you to Professor Janet Wolf, Dr. Shannon Isaac, and Dr. Janet Goodwin for announcing our graduates. Now we will hear brief remarks from Christine Shippen, the immediate past president of the School of Nursing's Alumni Council.
As a proud two-time graduate and the mother of a 2010 CNO graduate of the University of Maryland School of Nursing and past president of the Alumni Association, I'm honored to commend you on reaching this important milestone in your academic career. Congratulations and welcome to you, University of Maryland School of Nursing's Alumni Association. As a new graduate, you're automatically a member of the association, and we have an active organization that serves as a valuable resource to our students and graduates. Please visit the alumni webpage to update your home and work contact information and to learn more about the many benefits available for you as alumni. I want to let you know how very proud I am of each and every one of you And I hope today is just the beginning of a lifelong relationship with the University of Maryland School of Nursing.
For being with us today and for your past leadership of the University of Maryland Alumni Association. As we bring this convocation to a close, I'd like to once again congratulate the graduates on their achievements. It is my hope that this ceremony creates a lasting memory of your educational journey at the University of Maryland School of Nursing. We find ourselves confronted with great challenges in the healthcare arena. We'll be obliged to confront these challenges in some fashion during your careers, and I can only urge you to meet them with the same commitment to patient care and to making a difference in the lives of families and communities that inspires your passion for nursing itself. As the linchpins of the healthcare system, you, more than any other provider, bear the burden of safeguarding patient welfare by providing highly skilled care, educating the public about the role of nurses, and advocating for greater support from policymakers. So today we launch you out into the world with a mission to do good, endowed with the necessary expertise. We wish you success, but make no mistake, you hold our future in your hands. Your graduation is not the end of the relationship with your school, but rather the beginning of a new phase. We look forward to seeing you at alumni and school events and continuing to work with you in some capacity, whether as fellow advocates, as professional colleagues, or as educators. I hope to see you this afternoon at commencement. Former UMB faculty Dr. Jody Olson, the newly confirmed Director of the Peace Corps, is speaking. And to the graduates, I formally tip my hat to each of you with heartfelt congratulations on a hard-earned and well-deserved degree. Congratulations.
Platform party, faculty, and graduates have left the arena. Graduates will meet family members in the arena lobby. All graduating students, please rise as faculty members and the platform party exit.